Imagine the world in 1991 where the Soviet Union never collapsed. Instead of dissolving, Gorbachev successfully retains power by making concessions with hardliners, ensuring the survival of the Communist Party. A stronger, reformist Soviet government embraces limited market reforms while keeping control over its satellite states. The global geopolitical landscape remains a tense Cold War battlefield, with the US and Soviet Union continuing to dominate world politics. The arms race escalates, but the nuclear brinkmanship prevents either side from gaining a decisive advantage. Without the collapse of the Soviet Union, Eastern Europe remains under the iron grip of the Warsaw Pact. Countries like Poland, Hungary, and Czechoslovakia never experienced their independence movements. In fact, Soviet troops continued to occupy these nations, quelling any protests or revolts with force. The Velvet Revolution is crushed, and Berlin remains divided. The Iron Curtain continues to block Western influence, creating a starker divide between the capitalist West and the communist East, stalling the expansion of the European Union. With the Soviet Union intact, the space race enters a new chapter. The USSR continues investing heavily in space exploration, pushing NASA to accelerate its programs. The Soviets make significant strides, possibly sending cosmonauts to Mars by the early 2000s, creating a multipolar race for space supremacy. Meanwhile, Soviet influence in developing nations strengthens as they continue supporting socialist governments in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. This heightens the competition with the West for global influence, leading to proxy wars in regions like the Middle East and Latin America. Economically, the Soviet Union struggles to keep pace with the West, though they avoid collapse. Their centralized economy faces severe challenges, leading to shortages, black markets, and discontent among the population. However, the Soviet government tightens its control, utilizing state propaganda, secret police, and a vast surveillance network to maintain order. Dissent is crushed before it can spread, with citizens kept in line by the fear of imprisonment or worse. The KGB grows stronger, and Soviet life remains one of strict control, rationed goods, and a subdued populace. In today's world, if the Soviet Union had never collapsed, we would see a dramatically different global landscape. The Cold War would still shape international relations, with a constant fear of nuclear conflict. The internet and technology boom might be stunted in Eastern Europe, where state control restricts innovation. Russia, still the heart of the Soviet Union, remains a superpower on par with the United States and China, competing for dominance in technology, military, and global influence. The world remains a chessboard of superpowers, with the ideological battle between capitalism and communism still raging.